Hey guys, welcome to another chalkboard video about the Latin language. I've received some requests to talk about the ablative case, so here we go. There are going to be probably about 10 videos talking about the ablative case. This is one of the complicated cases in Latin. This one causes my students some trouble. This is from the Vulgate course. This is number 117. If you want to go download the Vulgate course, it's free on Google Books. William Dodds, go check it out. Why the picture of the box? The ablative can do so many things. It can tell us the instrument that we're using. So we put the ablative of instrument in the box. It can tell us how we're doing a thing or how someone is doing a thing. So we're going to put the ablative of manner in the box. It can tell us the means. What are we using to get the job done? In this case, I'm using an iPad to teach this lesson. That is the in Latin, that would be in the ablative of means. So it goes in the box. It can tell us the place, it can tell us the cause, the time. There's so many things that the ablative case can do. Today we're going to look at the ablative of instrument. What are we using to get a job done? I'm using an iPad to teach you this lesson, and I'm using an iPad pen to teach you this lesson. If I were to translate those sentences into Latin, I would have to use the ablative of instrument. Let's take a look at this one. The soldier fights with a sword. Here we have a soldier, subject of the sentence, nominative case. What's he doing? He's fighting, verb. He's fighting with what? With, preposition, with what? A sword, object of the preposition. He's fighting with a sword, prepositional phrase, and sure enough, it's going into the ablative case because this is what he's using to get the job done. A is an article adjective, the is an article adjective. When we translate, we will not need those. Let's diagram this rapidly, and then we'll get into the translation. Soldier, on the subject side, the soldier, we'll go ahead and add the article adjective. The soldier does what? He fights on the verb side, or on the predicate side. The soldier fights, he fights with, preposition. He fights with sword, object of the preposition, and the article adjective goes underneath the word that it's describing. So, a soldier fights with a sword, or the soldier fights with a sword. Now, in Latin, when we translate this, since he is using the sword to get the job done, we will not use a preposition. We will simply put sword in the ablative case. So this sentence is going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words down to 3. 1, 2, 3, gone, and we're left with soldier fights sword. Now, we can do this because we're going to put sword into the ablative case. I'm sort of overemphasizing this, but that's because that's what this lesson is about. So here we go. Miles is soldier. That's where we get the English word military and militant and militia, etc. Miles pugnat. Miles pugnat. Okay, so we don't need with a sword. Now, you may be used to seeing cum in Latin as the word that means with, and that's true. But not in this case. If you're using an object to do your job or to get something done, it's ablative case. So we will simply change sword to, change it from gladius, that's nominative, we'll change it to gladio. And there we go. Miles pugnat gladio. That means the soldier fights with a sword. Here's our subject, here's our verb, here's the prepositional phrase. Miles pugnat gladio. Let's look at 5 or 16 more examples. Okay. Birds fly with wings. Subject of the sentence, birds. Subject of the sentence, nominative case. What are they doing? They're flying. Verb, they're flying with preposition, with wings. Object of the preposition, with wings, prepositional phrase, ablative case. Are they using their wings to get the job done? Duh. So we're going to get rid of with. Birds don't fly without wings. Okay. Birds fly with wings. Alright, and we're going to get rid of with because they're using their wings to get the job done. And when we translate this into Latin, we will have aves volant, more than one bird, so we're going to use the plural version of the verb here. Aves volant with wings. This has got to be in the ablative case. So, Alice. Aves volat, Alice. Avis volant, Alice. The fish swims with a tail. No surprise there. Subject of the sentence. Fish, subject of the sentence, nominative case. What's he doing? He's swimming. He's swimming with. Preposition with what? A tail. Object of the preposition with a tail. Prepositional phrase. That goes in the ablative case. Article adjective, article adjective. Let's diagram this rapidly. Fish. The fish swims. And he swims with tail A. Let's get rid of the words we don't need. We're not using the article adjective. We're not using with. So we have fish swims tail. That works so long as we put tail into the ablative case. Alright, here we go. So fish in Latin is piscis. Piscis natat. The fish swims. Piscis natat cauda. Piscis natat cauda. He swims with a tail. A little tricky for English speakers to get used to this because we're eliminating so much. We're eliminating we're eliminating article adjectives, and we're eliminating prepositions as well, and that takes some getting used to. Piscis natat cauda. Alright, they defended their town with stones. So obviously these guys are having a little bit of trouble here, and they don't have enough weapons, and they're defending their city with stones. Okay, so subject of the sentence, they, subject pronoun, nominative case, what are they doing? They're defending. Verb, what are they defending? They're defending their town. Direct object, accusative case, it receives the action. Whose town? Their town. And they're defending their town with stones. With is a preposition. With stones, object of the preposition. With stones, prepositional phrase, accusative case. By the way, town is in the... No, I'm getting confused. I'm getting ahead of myself. Ablative case. Town is in the accusative case. There is in the accusative case because it's describing town. And they is in the nominative case. If we decide to use they. You guys know that you don't always need the pronoun in Latin. Okay, so they defended. What did they defend? They defended town. Whose town? Their town. And how did they defend their town? They defended their town with stones. Okay, so now we have to say it in Latin. So, defendant, they defend. I'm going to keep it in the present tense instead. So let's just change this to they defend. Defendant, they defend their town. Defendant oppidum. Oppidum suum, because they're defending their very own town. Both of them in the accusative case, and we're just talking about one town. And they're defending their town with stones. Okay, lapis is the word we're going to use here for stone. Lapis is stone in the nominative case. And in the genitive case, and this is where we're going to get our root word, the word is lapidis. So, the root word here is lapid. So we'll add the ablative endings to lapid. Well, the ablative ending, and this is the plural ablative ending, is going to be ibus, because this is a fifth declension noun. Probably too much information for you if you're not deep into Latin. But you may know what I'm talking about here. This may not be new territory for you. Defendant oppidum suum lapidibus. Lapidibus. Defendant oppidum suum lapidibus. They defend their town with stones. This is in the ablative case, so we don't need the word with. Because what are they using to defend their town? They're using these stones. Remember, this is the ablative of instrument. If you're using an instrument or a thing to get the job done, ablative, no preposition. Alright, and this one's from the New Testament. This is directly from William Dodd's course. Judas, you betray the Son of Man with a kiss. This is one of Christ's last words as he was being turned over to the chief priests and Pharisees in the New Testament to be crucified. Jesus is speaking directly to Judas. So we have Judas, which is direct address. He's talking directly to him. And then he asks him this question. You betray the Son of Man with a kiss. You, subject pronoun. Nominative case, what are you doing? You're betraying. Verb, you're betraying what or whom? You're betraying the Son. He receives the action. Accusative case, direct object. Of, preposition. Of whom? Man, object of the preposition. Because of the word of here, we know that's in the genitive case. You're betraying the Son of Man with preposition. With what? Kiss, object of the preposition. What is he using to betray the Son of Man? He's using a kiss, so it goes in the ablative case. Then the article adjectives, of course, can go away. There's not too many of them, just two. Okay, let's just directly translate this one into Latin, and I think we'll be done with the video at that point. This is turning into a long one. So, to speak directly to Judas in the New Testament, Christ uses the word Judah. Judah. And I'm going to use William Dodd's word order here. So, with a kiss, osculo, this is probably the word order of the New Testament. So, osculum is kiss, but with a kiss is osculo, ablative case. Judas, with a kiss, osculo, filium hominis. Judas, with a kiss, the Son of Man. Now all we need is betray, and it's got to be you betray. So, we use the word tradis. And it's a question. This is where we get the word tradition. Tradition actually means to hand over. So, if you have a tradition in your family, then someone has handed over from the past a ceremony or a habit that your family always does, and they handed it over from the past to the future. So a grandmother may pass it down to a granddaughter. That would be a tradition. Anyway, Judah, osculo filium hominis tradis. With a kiss, you betray the Son of Man. The important part here, with a kiss. What's he doing to get the job done? What's he using to get the job done? A kiss. Therefore, no preposition. Okay, I hope that's very clear to you. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask me over at DwaneThomas.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the video, and I will see you guys next time.